Your magnificent and most wondrous awakening was divinely planned. November 21, 2013. In the spiritual realms, all is prepared for humanity's grand awakening. Nothing can prevent it. Many of you worry about the seemingly vast numbers of humans who remain totally unaware of their spiritual origin and who, it would appear to you, cannot therefore possibly be awakened, especially those who are consumed with hate, bitterness, resentment, and mistrust. Well, what you light-bearers, way-showers and loving souls have been doing is preparing them, all of them, for this fantastic moment of spiritual enlightenment. You have all been powerfully and constantly intending for them to awaken into an awareness of their divine and spiritual roots, and that loving intent is extremely effective because, of course, it is fully and mightily supported by God, the loving source in whose embrace all are permanently upheld. Lack of awareness of this embrace in no way reduces its power or effectiveness. Humanity's awakening is going to happen, and your joy will not be surreal, it will be real. Amazing, astounding, and glorious. As we in the spiritual realms keep telling you, because you do have difficulty holding the concept firmly in your minds, you most definitely and eternally are divine beings having a very limiting and short-lived human experience. Yes, I know it seems to go on and on and on. Just keep reminding yourselves that time is part of the illusion, especially when it is passing very slowly and painfully for you. Remember that somewhere someone else is having a happy experience, and time for them is racing by far too rapidly. How long is a day, an hour, a minute, a second? It depends on what you are experiencing as it passes. Although it does indeed seem that the illusion has existed for eons, maybe even since before the Big Bang, it has only really existed for but a tiny moment in your minds, and that will become apparent when you awaken and find it gone. Reality, God, the source of all that exists, love, is eternal, everlasting, timeless, a constant present or now moment in which all of creation is forever ongoing. Words cannot give an explanation that is in any sense at all adequate to describe the forever now moment in which all of creation has its eternal existence. Consequently, when you awaken, you will be magnificently astounded by what your awakened and fully engaged conscious awareness brings so wonderfully to your enraptured attention. In the spiritual realms, we do nothing half-heartedly, everything is engaged in with enormous and vital enthusiasm, nothing is just okay. How could anything in God's divine reality, the only reality, be just okay? Or even okay? The wonder of reality, which is eternally fully conscious and aware, awaits your awakening with intense and excited anticipation, because your astonishment and delight will wondrously delight all of us who are reality, and to which every and all aspects of consciousness are forever unbreakably connected. Although time as such is illusory, we know how long it seems to you that you have been waiting to awaken, remember, and experience the wonder that is the real you. And, as you have been repeatedly told, there will be no disappointments. God cannot and would not wish to disappoint anyone. Disappointment is very definitely illusory, utterly unreal, and totally inconceivable, as is anything that is not in perfect alignment with love. And all that appears misaligned, unloving, or unaccepting will dissolve instantly behind you as you awaken. Your magnificent and most wondrous awakening was divinely planned and orchestrated at the very moment of your apparent separation, so that there would be no gap, no break in your conscious awareness of who you truly are, while at the same time giving you unlimited freedom to explore and experience the severely limiting environment that you had conceived of and constructed in which to play the games that you wished to play. Limitation was a seemingly great idea. Divine beings with unlimited, in fact infinite powers, choosing to limit themselves to see what that would be like. Your divine Father, who had given you absolutely everything at the moment of your creation, desired only that you have total freedom to do as you pleased. Freedom that would allow you to experience fully anything you could conceive of, while at the same time ensuring that no harm could come to you, ever. You then chose to lose yourselves within the extremely limited environment that you had constructed, and in order to do so you had to split yourself into myriad tiny and seemingly disconnected parts. As a result, you have individuality, a sense of being separate and competing life forms in an environment that is unable to support you all. Hence poverty consciousness, ambition, greed, and relentless competition for the inadequate supply of materials essential for your survival as humans on Earth have become part of that unreal and apparently very threatening environment. It is indeed a very strange game, and one that you have grown tired of, so your awakening is imminent. Those of you who are aware of God and of His infinite and eternal love for all of His divine creation are presently based within the illusion purely by your own free will and by your most loving choice to assist your deeply sleeping brothers and sisters to awaken. Continue to take time out daily, quietly at rest in your deep inner space that is eternally and unbreakably connected to your source, so that the light that embraces you at all times can grow constantly brighter, ensuring that no one can remain unaware of it. It is the light of divine love calling you all to wakefulness, and it can no longer be ignored or refused. The time for awakening is upon you. Expect ecstasy, and awaken into it. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com